Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. I am Dory, and today we are back with Birthdays the Beginning.
If it ain't love, why does it feel so good? Why does it feel so good?
So, we have to evolve the Colunia now, which I believe we can do fairly easily. There it is, without the seed of evolution. Happy birthday! Colunia was born. Good job! Here are 3 seeds of evolution. There's a limit to the number of items you can hold, so use them carefully. Next, I want to birth Elrathia. Do you know what a trilobite is? Elrathia is an ancient trilobite. It's an arthropod that swims and scuttles along the ocean floor. The conditions for birth are as follows. Shallows roughly 48 degrees Celsius, and a minimum of 5,400 cyclomedusa. You can easily birth a species using an item, but it might be better to shape the terrain. So let's go ahead and continue. I believe we can just get this without doing anything. And that we can. We now have Elrathia. Happy birthday, Elrathia was born. Great, it looks like you're getting the hang of this. You finally made it this far. Now it's time to move from water to dry land. You must birth the first organism to move to land. Baragwanathia. I can't say that word. It's almost time. If this goes well, you'll be able to return to your world. This is a type of fern that breeds on land. Traveling far from its birthplace, it's the first life form migrated to land. Lowland of 41 degrees Celsius, minimum 6,000 colunia, and a moisture of 15%. These are the conditions for birth. Here are 3 small recovery leaves. Just a token of my appreciation. Now let's begin. Okay, so I'm actually going to go down here. Ooh, I just hit my mic. I am so sorry about that. We're going to go ahead and scan everything. Here is Colunia. Not Colunia, Cyclomedusa. Primitive jellyfish floating through very hot seas consuming plankton. They can be found near stromatolites. And then there's the Colunia over here, which is what we just birthed. I don't know where the little trilobites are, but I do actually have trilobite fossils in my room. So Colunia, a seaweed that lives in very hot shallows alongside stromatolites. It can be found after breeding Cyclomedusa. We're leveled up! And also, this video is being recorded directly after the previous video. So if you guys did leave comments, I'm sorry if I don't respond to them in this video, because I haven't done that yet. A trilobite native to high temperature shallows. It scuttles along the ocean floor and lives among Colunia. Okay. I just wanted to scan all those things really quick so we get the points. And now I'm just going to speed through. Believe we have enough Cyclomedusa. We got the Baragwanathia. Finally, you've birthed it. Just capture it and you're home free. Until then, you're free to do as you please. So just capture it whenever you're ready. So this is goodbye then. What? Oh, nothing. Now go. Go on. Well then, Navi. I will go. I will go and capture it. Our first little land plant. It's kind of like a fern type looking thing, I think. Captured. A plant that grows on land. As Colunia and Cyclomedusa proliferated throughout the sea, the species began to adapt to life on land. Look at the birth temp, the adaptation temperature, all the fertility and everything is so great. So great. Not a very rare thing. You did it! Mission complete. Our time together was brief, but I'm grateful to you. I couldn't have done this on my own. Now go back to your world. Episode clear! Capture 9-star organisms. Capture all possible organisms. We did not do everything, but I mean, like, it's so hard. I would have to stay in this cube for ages, and I don't think you guys want to see that, and I don't want to do that. So we did good on this episode. The cube is born. Let's hit enter. Is this all a dream? No, it can't be. After all, I'm in a cave right now. I should hurry home, I thought as I followed the light. But when I stepped outside, I couldn't believe my eyes. The trees before me resembled thick ferns, and were clearly different from the trees I had walked by previously. What is going on? Have I been taken to another world? Perhaps I should take a look around. We are back with a larger cube. What? Back already? Kidding. You worked hard to birth a land plant, but I guess that wasn't enough. Since I can't do anything on my own, I guess you'll have to help me out some more. Prosperity is a goal now. You're going to make the land teem with life. You know about dinosaurs, right? They're famous organisms that roamed your world long ago. Your goal is to birth dinosaurs. If you get that far, I'm sure something will happen. This world, though, is too small to birth dinosaurs. I've expanded it somewhat, so the ratio of land to water has changed significantly. It means the temperature has likely lowered, so expand the sea to adjust the temperature. Will do! I would like to expand the sea. Why so glum? Maybe you're not happy. But I sure am. To celebrate our reunion, select an item that you want from the item menu and press I. Use the up and down buttons and press I to record up to 5 favorite items. You still seem glum. Here, take these. It's a small rain cloud and a strong sunlight. Small rain clouds will increase the moisture in a selected area. Strong sunlight will decrease the moisture in a selected area. They're very useful items. Come on, you don't need them. Aw, come on. Don't be that way. I guess you're still in a bad mood. You can have this river source then too. It's also very useful. I'm so excited for that river source. We're gonna make an amazing river, you guys. You can use a river source on any flatland as long as it's 1t tall and 3x3. Otherwise, it won't work. What'll happen? I wonder. Give it a try and find out. Okay, so we're gonna expand the sea first, because that is like the most important thing. I seriously don't know how this cube is gonna turn out. Hopefully it'll turn out pretty cool looking. Ooh, I hate it. Whoa! Whoa! That was weird! That was totally a glitch right there. Like, that's all that could have been, seriously. Okay, I'm just expanding. That's going to be kind of like my layout for the ocean. Everything on this side of the map is going to be ocean. It's going to be roughly 50-50 of the map. So I'm going to go ahead, and to increase your thing, you can press F. I'm just going to go ahead, and we're going to go and expand. And also, I really hope you guys are enjoying this series as much as I am, because this is probably like my favorite. Like I said, this is seriously my favorite game right now. I am so happy I bought it. It was an expensive game. This isn't a cheap game, in case you guys are wondering. It's pretty expensive. But I love it, so it's all worth it, right? As long as you love the game, it's worth it. Totally. But we'll use that river source in a second. I just want to finish doing this first, because we really do need to adjust the temperature. Otherwise, it's going to cool down significantly. But I just want to do this really quickly. We'll add mountains and stuff. I really can't wait until we add mountains and deep sea. That's like some of my favorite things, because you can create such like amazing biomes. And also there's humans in this game eventually, and they actually create little civilizations, and I'm so excited for it. I am seriously so excited for the little humans to become on our cube. That is a long ways away, but we will get there eventually, and we will have an amazing little world. And also, there's a lot of terraforming involved in this game, which is actually something that that's like my favorite thing to do in a lot of games, including Minecraft, because you have to do a lot of terraforming in Minecraft. I love doing it. I don't know why. I really don't, but it's just something that I personally enjoy doing, is terraforming to make something look just the way you want it, to make it look pretty amazing. And also, something I'm thinking about is once I play on my personal world a little bit more, make it more to what I want, because this world I'm going to be taking all of your guys' suggestions for sure to make it more personalized for our channel. But on my personal world, I'm going to make it to where how I want it to be. I might even have different species that I've evolved in my personal world, because there are quite a few different species that you can get that are really cool. But yeah, that we'll probably never get to on here. Like special species like Nessie. You can get Nessie in this game. You can get quite a few cool things. And I really hope that they update it to add like mystical creatures, or like there's like a thing you can buy that will be like where you can add mystical creatures and you can evolve the mystical creatures. Like maybe a unicorn from horses, or a dragon from a pteranodon or something. I don't know. I just think that would be pretty amazing and cool. And I would totally buy that. And I really hope this does well on my channel. My channel really, in all honesty, hasn't been doing well lately. And I'm really hoping that this game kind of helps a little bit. Because this is a newer game. I've seen maybe 5 other major YouTubers who've done it. There's probably a lot of smaller YouTubers like me. But, you know, you never know how YouTube's gonna work out. And I am getting a job this summer. So, I don't know how my channel is gonna work out. Because I do need to get a job. I can't provide for myself from YouTube. That's for sure. That's a for sure thing. We got the Pikai! Cool. Let's go ahead. Can we scan those? We can scan those, right? Yeah, there it is. Little Pikai! They're so cute. They're like slugs. They're like little slugs. Something that lives with Elrathia in very hot waters. So, this is really cool. I really like I love the little creatures in this game so much. And I'm gonna get really attached to some of them. And also, I have seen somebody, I've watched a few people play this. Like, Siri, if you guys are watching this and you don't know who Siri is, what are you doing? She's probably one of the biggest YouTubers who play games like this, like Evolution or like stuff like this. I love her channel so much because I like biology. So I've just like drawn to her channel because of it. But yeah, if you guys haven't seen her, like, what are you doing? I've watched her very short series on this game. It's 5 videos right now. I don't know if she's going to continue it or not. I understand that she makes a lot of videos. She has a ton of different series. So, I'm really hoping she continues, because I really want to see how her world unfolds. But I'm extremely excited to see how ours unfolds. Like, I'm really, really excited for that. And look, there's even some dirt starting to form on the land because of the seas, which will happen, and eventually we'll also get grass, which is very exciting. So let's just go ahead and finish terraforming. Doop, doop, doop. But yeah, I don't really like squares in this game. I know everything's based on like a square shape. But I try to mix it up a little bit. I don't like it just being squares. I want it to be a little bit more natural. A little bit more of a natural, like, naturally beautiful type of thing. That I really wish things like erosion and stuff took place. You can, like, still raise and lower the land, but eventually stuff would erode away a little bit and stuff. And naturally the world would just kind of grow on its own, instead of you having to completely terraform it to how you want it to look. That would be a really nice touch on the game, I think. But I can't get everything I want, can I? No, I cannot. Let's go ahead and get all these things. And then we'll be good. No! Let's go and bring that part back up. Oh well. And I do get lazy, and I'll leave like little potholes and stuff, just so you guys know. Because terraforming does take so long. I spent, on my personal world so far, I have spent, I think, 6 hours in total on that world of purely terraforming. I am seriously not very much farther than the stage. I only have plants on the land, and that's it. So let's go ahead and speed this up really quick. What's the next thing that we need? Oh, it still wants us to use the river source. I will, Navi, but I really want to terraform my ocean first. I like my ocean. I keep calling it an ocean, and it's called a sea in this game, but I consider it an ocean. Once we finish terraforming this part, which we should finish now in a second, I'll go ahead and place down that river source, and we can start making a river. That should be really cool. I'm really excited, too, for like some of the creatures, like I said. So let's see. There's not a lot of talk about when I'm doing this. I'm really like focusing on terraforming. It's really, like, you guys, you wouldn't expect for it to be hard to talk while doing this, but for me, it's very difficult to talk while doing this. So sorry if there are pauses or, like, awkward silences that I don't edit out. Like I said, this series is purely going to just be what it is. I really like that idea, that concept of it. It's already been 15 minutes, and we haven't done very much. Oh, no. I mean, to be fair, in the last video, we didn't do very much either. So, it's not that big of a deal. I might as well just get rid of that. And actually, no, I don't want to get rid of that. Let's at least make it like that. Let's make it look a little bit more natural. And then like that. Okay, there we go. I like how that looks very much. You can see where the little river was. That's where all the life and organisms are right now. Now let's go ahead and come up here and use the river source. Because you can make waterfalls. How amazing is that? You can make waterfalls, you guys. Our river source. This train will be the starting point of a river. Lower neighboring land to connect it to water. By doing this, you can proceed to create a river. If you extend a river, you can obtain even more river sources. You see that green land surrounding the river? As the land around a river starts to soak over time, the land will turn green. This rule applies to both seas and rivers. It's one of the most basic rules of this world. Now let's start making a river. Lower the neighboring ground, just like I told you. But be aware that two rivers won't connect unless the adjacent land is the same height or lower. Also, if the land adjacent to the river is 0, lowering it will create sea, not a river. You can always undo things, so feel free to play around. So what we're going to do first is, I know that this at least has to be 1T for it to be a river. So let's like make a river on it and stuff. So I'm gonna make like all of this up to 1T, so that way we can make like a nice little river valley down here. So that way, it's still considered lowlands, so it's all good. I'm not gonna extend all of it because I want to be able to make the river. And also, as you guys just saw, this just lowered the temperature by 1 degree Celsius. So let's go ahead and lower. You're good at this, kid. A natural, even. Even if there's a sharp decline by a river, you can lower it to connect the river. If you do it right, you can make a waterfall. Also, if you expand the cursor and lower the adjacent terrain, the entirety of the cursor will create a river. It's very convenient for when you're trying to expand a river. If you hold down X and move the terrain, it will become the same height as the terrain at the center of the cursor. This is very helpful for when you want to smooth out lumpy or uneven ground. Certain rules, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Go now, the sea organism Astraspis. Okay. So let's go ahead. If you lower it too fast, also, it kind of makes it a little bit wonky. So let's go ahead and continue our little life forms. I'm going to actually speed this up really quick, just so that way they kind of spread throughout the rest of it. And the land starts getting more green and brown. Wait. Okay, so we just birthed two new things. Wait, something was birthed up here? Where? Where is it? Ooh, it's the drier plants. It's a drier version for deserts. Captured. It's the word that I cannot pronounce. It's a word that I cannot pronounce. That underwent a mutation and migrated to plains where water is scarce. We leveled up! We have an even larger terrain editor. Whoops. I did not mean to do that. Okay. Let's come over here. Let's change it back this way. Where is the other thing that I needed to create? There it is. It's like a little clam. It has been captured. A brachiopod that lives with Colunia and Elrathia in very hot shallows. Dinorthus. Okay, so we're going to continue with the river really quickly because I want to. And then we're going to make this a little bit bigger. And we're going to hold down X. Do that. Make this a little bit smaller and bring it up to make it like look a little bit less even. a little bit of a lumpier type of lake, just so it's not like this square shape. I really like how that looks. Let's go up to this and gain our HP back, and let's fast forward so that way more things will continue to grow and spread. And actually, let's not fast forward. We got the packing northis. We're gonna pause really quick so that doesn't go extinct like right away, because some things do that sometimes. But I hope you guys did all enjoy this video, and if you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see y'all next time on my channel. See ya! Bye!